everybody, welcome back to Simply Sam. Today I'm going to be doing a DIY project for you guys, and it's just this simple, I'm calling it photo to canvas. It's kind of self-explanatory. We're going to take a photo print and adhere it to a canvas, and then we're going to do a technique on the top that kind of makes it look like a canvas print. It's a lot cheaper than ordering a canvas print off the internet, and I think it looks really great. So I made this one in the past, and today I'm going to make some smaller versions. So I have these two canvases here. They're 8 inches by 8 inches, and I got these at Michael's buy one get one free. And then I have these two prints that I ordered from Shutterfly. They were giving them away, just 8 by 8 prints. I think it's a new size that they're doing. So these cost about $3 for the shipping to get them in the mail. But they're just engagement pictures that my husband and I had taken before we got married. So I'm going to set these pictures aside. And the first thing I'm going to do with my canvas is paint the sides gray. So I have this slate gray from Americana and a foam brush. And I'm just going to paint the sides, not the middle because that's not important. But I'm just going to paint the sides gray and let that dry. And then I'll be back with the next step. And we're back. So I put down a little bit of a workspace. I forgot to do that earlier, so I didn't mess up the floors. But I did 2 coats of gray on the sides of my canvas, and now we're going to move on to the next step, which is just adhering our photos to the canvas. I have some Mod Podge here and a different foam brush than the one I used earlier, and then my 2 prints here. So I'm just going to put a layer of Mod Podge on the top of my canvas. I'm a really messy painter. I don't like having a lot of cleanup to do, so the easiest way possible is good with me. That might be a little much, but I'm just going to take my Mod Podge and spread it out here. I'm sure it doesn't take a lot of Mod Podge to adhere my picture, but I want to make sure I have enough so it sticks really well. Of course, I can dab the excess off later if I need to. And this dries clear, so it won't be an issue if anything messes up. Okay, so I have this one done. A nice thick layer. So I'm going to carefully pick up this picture over here, and I'm just going to place it right there. Making sure that the edges line up pretty well. You can trim away any excess there may be later, but this one fits pretty well. So I'm not going to have to trim very much. I'll just pull the excess off here. Okay, so the first one's done, and if you get a little on the picture, totally fine because we're going to put more on top in a little while. So let me do this one. Alright, so now I'm going to let these dry for probably an hour or so, just to make sure that when I do the next step, my pictures aren't going to be moving around everywhere because I want them to stay put. What we're going to do to create the kind of texture on the top of our prints here is just put a layer of Mod Podge on, and then I'm going to take this canvas right here, it's just a blank one, and I'm going to turn it over and just set it on top and press down. So basically the texture from this canvas is going to sink into the Mod Podge on here and create that really cool look that I'm going for. So it's okay to put my Mod Podge on my photo. It always scares me a lot, but I do it anyway. It's going to look really good when we're done. And it really doesn't have to be a heavy layer of the Mod Podge on top of your print. Just a pretty thin layer will get enough to create our texture. I'm actually going to put a little more right here. It looks kind of scary while I'm doing this, pouring things, but it's going to turn out really well. I'm excited. Make sure I get an even coat here and there aren't any brush marks. It's making a funny noise. kind of want to make sure that I'm going in the same direction and making sure all the brush strokes are even on here. Okay. So now that that's done, almost done rather. So like I said, I'm just going to take this canvas and kind of line it up a little even. It's not a big deal though. And press it on top. Make sure everything is smoothed out. And then carefully lift up. And there we go. We have our texture. You may not be able to see it very well, but if you guys try this at home, you'll definitely be able to tell if it works well or not. And honestly, you can do multiple layers of your Mod Podge on here just to make sure that you get a nice thick canvas texture on there. I don't think it will hurt anything since the Mod Podge dries clear anyway. I just love these pictures, and they're going to go really well with the big one that I did sometime last year. I think they're going to go on our kitchen wall and hopefully look kind of professional. Like I paid a lot of money but didn't actually spend that much on it. Okay, once again, just going to take my canvas and stick it on the top here. Rub it around, make sure it gets nice and hiccup. Alright, and carefully peeling it off. Maybe. Phew! A little nervous there. Great, that one looks a little thicker. So yeah, I'll let these dry and I'll get some close-up pictures that can show the texture a little more. And I'll put those on the blog post. Make sure you guys visit that. And that's it for the video this week. I hope you guys enjoyed my first DIY project on the channel. I hope I'll have more coming soon. But remember to subscribe and share the channel with all your friends and family. And I'll see you guys next Saturday for a video. Talk to you later. Bye!